Service. How are we this morning? Yeah, man, you guys all look incredible and amazing. And hey, just to make sure everybody's feeling encouraged this morning, I want you to find somebody sitting close to you. Give them the biggest smile you've got. And what I want you to say is this: I have waited all week to sit next to you. Go ahead and tell them that. I've waited all week to look at you guys. Yeah, not only looking clean, man, looking good. See, it always looks clean, doesn't it? Well, good morning, my name's Chris. I'm the teaching pastor here at the Fairgrove campus. Christ Church is one church with multiple locations. So glad you've landed the plane here with us. If you're here for the first time, if you're a first-time guest, I want to say good morning and welcome you. We have our worship attendance pads going around. We'll just take a moment and fill those out. If you're here for the first time, there's a special section for you. It's the top section. Fill that out for us. Tear it off. Hold on to it to the end of the service. Turn it in at our connections desk, right through those doors to the right, and we'll put a free gift in your hand for being here with us for the first time. More importantly than that, we're so glad that you are here. If you have any questions at all during the service, we have our leaders in the back in the red and white t-shirts. You came in and you're like, man, I don't see a bathroom in this place. Well, I got good news for you. I got double good news for you. Fairgrove, where our bathroom's going to be at in about 2 months. Upstairs! Yeah, right there on the left, to my left. But today, right now, if you need to go to the bathroom during service, do those double doors. somebody grab a bulletin when you came in. Come on, wave it in the air like you really do care. Give somebody a bulletin high five. Boom! Only Church of America does that, by the way. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. Always at Christ Church, you're going your faith. I want to challenge you to read that maybe when we leave service today. All the information is on our Christ NC app. Two things I want to lift up to you this morning really quick. We are having our Developing Followers class today at the Mountain View campus at 3:30. Today at 3:30 at the Mountain View campus. Now you may be asking, what is the Developing Followers class? Well, it's a class that's going to tell you more about the DNA of Christ Church. So if you've been coming for a while and you feel like you're ready to make that next step in your faith with us, this is the class for you. There is absolutely no pressure to join. All we want to do is serve you with some more info about our church, what we stand for, what our mission is, and we want to feed you well. So if you feel like you want to do that this afternoon, it's at our new facility, the Mountain View campus, 3:30 to 6 p.m. You do not have to register. You can just show up. Also, just a reminder, because I love all the guys in the house, love the ladies too, just a friendly reminder. Guys, what's coming up next week? Just want to make sure you're on board. Valentine's Day. Yeah, like, you don't want to be that guy at Walmart on Valentine's Day at 5 o'clock running around picking up all the leftovers. Can I get an amen? Okay, so we got something for you. If you don't have anything planned, Christ Church is going to host a Valentine's banquet at our Mountain View campus at our new facility. It's going to start about 5 o'clock on Saturday the 15th. Friday the 15th? Yeah, it's on the 15th. Yeah, at 5 o'clock, we'll serve you a meal. It's going to be a really nice meal, steak and chicken, veggies, all the good stuff. $20 for seniors, $40 for couples, and then after the meal, this is kind of cool, something different, we're going to have a worship service. So here's what we get. You get to love your significant other, and we get to love God as well. So if you want to do that, please register, or you can show up on the night. One thing in your bulletin I do want you to take out the connections card. There's a connections card in there. It's really important to us. Really quickly, I know for a fact that people brought some stuff in here that they need prayer for. We all got some cracks in our life. We all got issues. We got some pain. We got some pressure. We got some problems. We're being honest. And that's the only way you get healthy. If you admit you have an issue or problem. Sometimes it's hard for people to share. We want to make it easy for you. On this connections card, if you have anything in your life that you need prayer for, even if you feel like it's insignificant, we want to hear about it. Here's what happens to these cards. You write your name and your prayer request on it. We take every one of these cards. We value these because this is your heart. And on Tuesdays when our staff get together, we take every one of these cards, we lay our hands on each one, and we pray specifically for your requests. Specifically. So whatever you got going on in your life, if you don't feel comfortable sharing it with somebody, I'm giving you permission to throw up on us. We'll take it, and we will pray for it. When the offering comes around, feel free to drop it in the basket. All right? Would you bow with me as we get ready to give back to the Lord? We give our tithes and offerings. Father, we thank you that we get to come to church today. God, I don't want this to be just an animal or something that we have to do. Any pressure like that. Man, this is such a valuable time for us to center our heart on giving back to our great God. It's interesting. I've been getting a lot of testimonies from people here at the Fairfield campus who've struggled in this area a little bit, and then maybe they've taken that first step of faith in giving and whatever that looks like for you. And they begin to share that God is doing something amazing in their life. We don't give to give, we know that, but we're not going to shy away from the promise in the Word of God. Luke chapter 6, verse 38, and this is what it says. It says, give, and it'll come back to you. Press down, shake it together. And so, Lord, I just want to pray that Fairgrove campus would just become a place that we give recklessly, full of joy, full of abandon, knowing that it's not not about the church. It's because we love God. And you take what we give and you do amazing things with it. So God, I just want to pray a blessing right now this moment over the gift, over the giver. And God, I want to pray for those who maybe struggle in this area, that there would be a grace release today to take that first step into tithing. God, we thank you for this moment. We pray that in Jesus' mighty name as we say together.
Church, after you've given your gift, stand with us and let's continue worship. He is jealous for me. Love's like a hurricane. I am a tree bending beneath the weight of his wind and mercy. When all of a sudden I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory, and I realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. And oh, how he loves us so. Oh, how he loves us. How he loves us so. Just lift your hands all over this place. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, wow, he loves us. Oh, wow, he loves us. Oh, wow, he loves us. If we truly understood God's love for us, we would not be able to stand in this place. If we truly just felt his presence, our lives would never be the same. And there's some of you that have never truly experienced God's love. And I want you to know that right now in this place, the opportunity is now. Not next week, not some other time when you feel like it. It's now. So I want you to just spend some time with him right now. Thank him for everything that he's done. We sing it, yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. Some of you feel unloved. Feel his love now. Yeah, he loves us. Accept his love now, church. He loves us. He's moving in this place. He loves us. Oh, how he loves. Last time, oh, he loves. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. And Jesus, right now in this time, we just want to give back to you. And we want to say the prayer that you taught us. Not out of repetition that we do every week, but God, is a love letter to you. So together we say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. And all God's people said, Amen, amen. We love you, church.
(7:41 a.m.) Monday morning. I'm in my classroom at Hickory Christian Academy, and something unusual happens. I have a student actually get to school early and come into my classroom at 7:41 a.m., which is really, really an odd time because most of my students rush in about 7:58 because school starts at 8 o'clock. Anybody know what I'm talking about, young people? Yeah. So I knew there was something different about this day. And she comes in with her books and she sits down at the desk in my classroom and she just sits there and she doesn't say a word. And if you know anything about teenagers, and this young lady was 17, she was a junior. Sometimes they'll wear their emotions on their sleeve. It's very clear when something is going on in their life. And so I knew there was something stirring in her heart, stirring in her life. She was just kind of sitting there, just kind of staring at the wall. And I'm not going to use her name, but I said, are you okay? And she sat there and she paused for a minute, and you guys know that face that maybe you've had and I've had and then people have, like, you know there's a lot of tears in that face. They're welling up and they're just wanting to come out. Well, that's kind of the face when she looked at me. That was the face that I got. And I said, are you okay? No other students in there but us. And she said, and she was real with me. She said, Mr. Harris, I'm not okay. She said, no, Mr. Harris, I'm not okay. I said, well, what's going on? She said, I can't really put words to it. She said, but the best way that I can say it, Mr. Harris, is I feel cracked. I feel cracked open. I thought that was an interesting way to put where she was in her life. And this was a Monday morning, and she kind of started to tell me a little bit more. She said, I went to church, Mr. Harris. I went to church on Sunday, and this is what she said. This was interesting. She said, all I could do was stare at the stained glass windows. Anybody grew up in a church with stained glass windows? Most of us did in traditional church. Maybe you've been in a place in your life where you felt cracked and you actually came into church, maybe growing up, or even maybe now we don't have stained glass windows, but the only thing that you could do while you were in the church was just stare at the stained glass windows. It's interesting about stained glass windows in that the purpose of those windows is to create an image that would tell a story without any words at all. No words needed. It's just the image speaking for itself. And the interesting thing about stained glass windows is that there's an artist that takes cracked pieces of glass, broken pieces of glass, shattered pieces of glass. And what the artist does is the artist takes all of those broken and shattered and cracked pieces of glass and he begins to make something into something beautiful. Maybe a question that I need to ask you this morning, and maybe this is something that Jesus would ask, and I know that he would. Do you feel cracked this morning? Do you feel exposed this morning? We're going to start with our plain truth today as we step into week 4 of image bearers in divine design. And our plain truth is this: cracked images are still image bearers. Cracked images are still image bearers because for the first 3 weeks, we've been talking about this very important thing about the good news that God has created us in his image and likeness. It's been incredible But there's another piece to our humanity, and that is that we're all still cracked. So it's very important for us to understand a couple things. Where did that cracking come from? And if I am cracked, Pastor Chris, am I still an image bearer of God? And so if you come through those doors this morning and you feel like your life is shattered and is broken, and just like that student, it's cracked, I've got some good news for you this morning. It's our plain truth, and that's that cracked images are still image bearers. Now, I have done this quite a few times as a teacher when I know something is going on with a student, just to try to go a little bit deeper. And so the student asked me, he said, Mr. Harris, like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel cracked in my life? And so I knew that was inside of her, and I also knew that there were other students dealing with the same thing. So here's what I did, and I do this a lot in my class. I'll say, listen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to illustrate for me. No words. I want you to create an image for me that would tell me where you are in your life right now. And the students love it because it gives them this creative outlet. And when the assignment was over, this is what that young lady created. No words needed. That's a perfect expression of how she felt in that moment. She said, Mr. Harris, I just feel cracked open. I thought, whoa. Power of an image. And so, like, sometimes we just have to be really raw and authentic and real for us to get better or to be healed. So maybe today, if I were to ask you to create an image of where you're at in your faith, what would it look like? And I guarantee you, if we're all honest, we would have to identify some cracks in our life if we're being honest. She said, Mr. Harris, I don't understand. Why is life so hard? She said, Mr. Harris, I don't understand why at school people get into arguments and people gossip and certain people sit with a certain group of people in the lunchroom, and then they'll isolate one person and kind of shun them. And I don't understand. And I don't even understand why sometimes people are mean in church. And she had all these questions and all these cracks, and she began to see the brokenness of humanity. 17. And I said, well, this is probably the most important truth that you have to grab a hold of from the Word of God. Because if you don't understand this particular truth, if you don't understand why we're all cracked images, you'll be confused your whole life. You'll blame God because maybe a family member has a disease. You'll blame God for maybe a breakup in a marriage, and we begin to blame other people for the cracks in their life. So she was really confused. I said, let's do this. I said, let's get our Bibles out, and let's turn to Genesis chapter 3 and see if we can find the source of our cracking. You have your Bibles, turn with me to Genesis chapter 3 today. That's going to be our main scripture. Young people, if you have your mobile phone, do Pastor Chris a favor, open up your Bible app, tap Genesis chapter 3. If you have your hard copy Bible, take that out, take your pen and highlighter. We're going to read some pretty fascinating stuff. And this is why this is so important. You could come to church your whole life and miss this one piece. And if you miss this one piece, you'll never understand why we are cracked or broken in life. Genesis chapter 3, 1 through 19. Mankind has already been created, made in the image and likeness of God. And only in the third chapter ends, pick it up in verse 3. The serpent was the shrewdest of all the wild animals the Lord God had made. Please underline this next phrase. One day he asked the woman. She began dialogue with the wrong voice. She opened up a conversation with the wrong voice. Just look over your life. Look at the times where you made a mistake or stumbled. I guarantee you there was a competing voice in your life. It's okay. It's all good. One day he asked the woman, so she enters into this dialogue. Did God really say you must not eat the fruit from any of the trees in the garden? Look at verse 2. She says, of course we may eat from the trees in the garden. The woman replied, it's only the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden that we are not allowed to eat. God said, you must not eat it or even touch it. If you do, you will die. Underline this next sentence. Look what the enemy does. You won't die. Same tactic today. What's the assault on? The truth of God's word. Go ahead and do it. You won't die. God's lying to you. He's holding you back from having a good time. He won't let you do what you really want. Go ahead and do it. Voice. Anybody ever heard that voice before? Maybe I'm the only one. You won't die, the serpent replied to the woman. God knows that your eyes will be opened as soon as you eat it. This is interesting right here. And you will be like God. They were already like God. Knowing both good and evil. Verse 6. This is a tough one. Underline this. The woman was convinced. Now we got a problem. We've listened to the voice, and now we've stepped over into this scary territory that I'm convinced by the wrong voice. The woman was convinced. She didn't hear the conversation. She saw, correct, that the tree was beautiful and its fruit looked delicious. And she wanted, correct, the wisdom it would give her. So she took, correct, some of the fruit and ate it. And because now she was cracked, look what happened. Then she gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it too. We got to be careful we don't crack other people. Now we know that Adam was standing there. What should Adam have done? Let's take that fruit, throw that stuff away. Let's kill the conversation. What's the source of your voice? Guiding and leading. It's the same playground. Look what happens in verse 7. This is powerful. At that moment, their eyes were open, and that's when the first major crack came. And they suddenly felt shame. Underline that word. Toxic emotion. Talk more about that in just a minute. They felt shame at their nakedness, so they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves up and hide, just like we try to do when we know. But even in our got hot. Look at verse 8. When the cool evening breezes were blowing, the man and his wife heard the Lord God walking about in the garden. God was like, where are you? He's pursuing God no matter what you've done. No matter how many cracks you've got in your life, God's looking for you. It says they hid from God from among the trees, verse 8, verse 9. Then the Lord God called to the man, where are you? That's just like a loving daddy. Where are you? I know you cracked. Where are you? Where are you at? Verse 10, he replied, I heard you walking in the garden. I know you, so I hid. Please notice what was birthed in a big source of every crack in our life. He says, I was afraid. That's fear. Fear. Because I was naked. Look what God says. Who told you? Who told you? What voice did you listen to that you were naked? The Lord God asked. And then he says, have you eaten from the tree whose fruit I commanded you not to eat? Now notice what happens. Big crack here. This one's called the blame game. The man replied, it was the woman you gave me. Her fault. She gave me the fruit. She made me eat it. Eve was strong. She tackled me and forced it down my throat. Then the Lord God asked the woman, what have you done? Notice she blames Satan. It's the serpent's fault. He deceived me, she replied. That's why I ate it. Then the Lord God said to the serpent, because you've done this, you are cursed. More than all animals, domestic and wild. You will crawl on your belly, groveling in the dust as long as you live. And I will cause hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel. That's a reference to Jesus. Genesis 3:15. It's called the Proto-Evangelion. The first gospel ever preached is in Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Then he said to the woman, I will sharpen the pain of your pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth, and you will desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you. See the tension in the relationships. Crack. And to the man he said, since you listened to your wife and didn't lead, and didn't stand for truth, and you were passive in your responsibility. Since you listened to your wife and ate from the tree, whose fruit I commanded you not to eat, the ground is cursed because of you, and your life will struggle to scratch a living from it. It will grow thorns and thistles for you. Though you eat of its grains, the sweat of your brow will you have food to eat. Until you return to the ground from which you were made, for you were made from dust, and to dust you will return. Point number one on your teaching guide. It's what we've been talking about for the last 3 weeks, and it is this. This is the good news. Genesis 1 and 2. We've been talking about the good news. We're made in the image and likeness of God. We were created in God's image and placed in paradise. Translation, no cracks, no broken pieces, perfection in paradise. But if you don't understand point number 2 on your teaching guide, all this gets confusing. Because people say, well, wait a minute. I'm made in the image and likeness of God, but why are things so difficult in life? This is where we're going today. Point number 2. Point number 2 on teaching guide is this. We've got to talk about the bad news. How did our image get cracked? The bad news is, like we've talked about, we trusted in the wrong, what does it say? The voice. The source is a voice. Please write this at the bottom of your teaching guide. Sin is the ultimate and only problem of humanity. Sin is the ultimate and only problem of humanity. Sin is the cause of every cracked place in your life. It's not that God made a mistake on you. It's not that you come from a long line of whatever, addicts, alcoholics, angry people, there's the source. You got to get this. It'll help you with forgiveness too. It'll help you with shame too. The source is sin. What happened in Genesis 3? You need to feel the weight of that. When things get sideways, when things get painful, you need to think, sin. The ultimate and only problem of humanity. Notice what happened in Genesis 3. Adam and Eve were in perfect relationship, and then there was a crack. There was a crack, a splitting between God, and this is where we really experience it. There was a crack between each other. And if you don't understand that one point, and it's theological, if you don't see that, you'll be confused your whole life. You'll blame God, you'll blame other people, and there's blame to go around for other people. But I need you to see that the source of our crack today came from Genesis 3. This should help you. Some of you may struggle with your identity now, and you're thinking, well, I'm just a defective human being. I'm always going to be this way. I'm always going to wear my cracks. And you need to know that you were born with that disease. You were born with cracks. But that is why Jesus came. Now, there are two primary voices. There are two primary voices that haunt us, that were birthed out of this one sin. Write these at the bottom of your teaching guide. Two voices that, if you're honest with me, you hear these all the time. Voice number one is fear. Voice number one is fear. Voice number two, which we never talk about in church, and I don't know why, is shame. Fear and shame. Now, what's interesting to me is, in Genesis chapter 3, verse 7, Genesis chapter 3, verse 7, we see the birth of these two things. And if you're somebody here today and you know what guilt feels like and you know what shame feels like, imagine never experiencing that before and feeling that. Here's what the scripture says. At that moment, their eyes were open, or I think their heart was cracked. And they suddenly felt what? What's that word? Shame at their nakedness. So they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves up. That's what we do with our life. Anything we're ashamed of or we're guilty of, we want to cover and hide. And so I'm thinking, what would that look like? I had an assignment this week, matter of fact. We were talking about sin in my classroom, and I had the students illustrate what they thought sin would do in the heart. This is one of my students' pictures, and I think this is a good indication of what happened in the blink of an eye to Adam and Eve. Like they were perfect. Their hearts was pure and clean. But notice that crack in the middle of the heart, and they went from nothing but purity and holiness. In an instant, they went to deceit, theft, adultery, murder, evil thoughts, sexual immorality, envy, pride, slander, foolishness, sensuality, and wickedness. What must have that been like? If you've ever dealt with guilt and shame, the thing we want to do is you want to just don't let it know. You just, because you know it's not right. Shame, guilt is lethal in our life. Let me see if I can give you a definition of shame. This is so important because I believe people suffer for this a lot. We all do if we're honest. See if you can resonate with this. Have you ever experienced this in your life when it comes to shame? Let me say this up front about shame. Shame is something that maybe we have done that we're not proud of, that we're ashamed of. But let me just say this too. Sometimes shame is forced on you by somebody else. Something that somebody has done to you personally, and you take that on as it was your fault, and shame gets on you. Listen to this definition of shame. A destructive, self-conscious emotion typically associated with a negative evaluation of the self. See, let's go to the identity and the image. Here's what shame will do to us. We'll withdraw our emotions. We'll shut down. We won't feel anything because we feel like we're not worthy to feel anything. Feelings of distress or stress. Oftentimes we'll walk into a room and we'll feel like everybody knows. Because that voice of shame and guilt always working on us. It's hard for us to trust people. Sometimes we feel powerless. A lot of times somebody has done something to us and we take shame and we feel like Jesus came to destroy our shame. Don't miss that. Jesus came to destroy our shame. This is probably the big one that shame whispers to us all the time. You are what? Worthless. Shame basically says two things to us all the time. The first one is this: you are not worthy of love, number one. This is the voice of shame. I'm exposing it today because Jesus came to destroy our shame. You're not worthy of love, and oh, by the way, you don't belong. Anybody ever heard that voice before? It's a big crack. But remember, cracked images are still image bearers. Shame is the swampland of the soul. Shame is this little gremlin that always says this: you're not good enough. That's shame. Shame is like this toxic substance for the mind, will, and emotions. I say it this way: shame spoils your soul. If you've ever seen spoiled food, it looks gross, but then when you smell it, woo, that's what shame does to us. Shame says you're not good enough, and this is my favorite one. That they say, who do you think you are? I know your past. How, really? God's going to use a drug addict? I've seen where you've slept. Really? Look at your life right now. What are you? You're nothing. You're a disappointment. You're absolute. That's the voice of shame. Remember, we may not be perfect, but cracked images are still what? Image bearers. Don't miss it. There's a difference between guilt and shame, and I think this is important to see. Guilt would be feeling bad about something you've done outside of yourself. For example, maybe I was ugly to you in a conversation and I came to you and said, hey, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. You recognize you've done something wrong and you try to go make amends. That's guilt. You feel guilty about it. Shame would say, I am the mistake. Big difference. Notice how intimate that difference is. Big difference. Some of you in here probably feel like my life's a mistake, my life's a train wreck. That's shame. We've all made bad decisions that we feel bad about. I get that. We've all made mistakes. Big difference than like taking those on as your identity. Crack. Guilt says I did something bad. Shame says I am bad. There's this diabolical relationship between fear and shame, and I hate this. This is one of my passions that God has given me to release while I'm on the earth, because I hate fear, because fear kills dreams. Fear kills destiny, and fear kills faith. And then, coming on top of fear, is shame. Let me play this out for you. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew you were supposed to do something? I mean, you knew whether you're supposed to stand up and speak in class, stand up and speak in life group, stand up for truth at your workplace, stand up for truth. And like there was something you knew that you needed just to stand up and say, but that was fear. Can't you see? And you walked away from that moment, and you knew that you missed it, and you gave in to say doesn't mean anything. You're going to sound stupid. That is the voice of shame, and that's going right after your identity. Let me tell you 2 ways you destroy fear and shame. First thing with fear. When we don't move, when you feel God calling you to move, it's like you're building this greenhouse of doubt and fear, and it grows and grows. But when we take one step, that one thing you know you need, when you just, maybe some of us just need to stand up out of our chair. Something supernatural happens when you just stand up and you take an action and a step. Where you need to step in your life. Because let me tell you something about fear. Fear is a coward when you stand up. But it's a giant when you stay seated. Jesus came to crush our fear. Shame is a little bit different, and you're probably not going to like this antidote for shame, but I'm going to share it with you anyway. There's only one way to kill shame, because shame is lethal, and this is it. Write this word on your teaching guide. How do I annihilate shame? Through the power of Jesus Christ, vulnerability. That's why shame is so powerful, because we don't have environments where we can be honest with God about our cracks, and here's where it gets hard, honest with other people who love us. There's something that you're holding on to that you've done or that has been done to you, and that voice of fear and shame has ruled your life. I'm telling you today, it's time to be vulnerable and let it go. Here's the good news. Point number 3 on your teaching guide is this. The good news is that cracked images, this is a key word, surrendered, vulnerable, open to God first, and then to others, become what? Cracked pieces of glass taken by an artist to make something beautiful. The power of images. Check this out.
Chinanga Chimungwa Injembi Udeno Jitini Lane Yeah, go get follow to the man in the bin. B. Ta Jamanga Taba. Timale. Tadenya Angiwe. Ajia boyeya tigi wadeno nyamuke be umwe bomukeni na bibi tigi warofa lilongo bito se tigi wa Tole ya boele tigi mume boelo boejima tatuaya ke boelo ndayama tibe kienda kilego Mimia Siafe Alina Jibaha Tinua Nyanyo
You know, I think one of the most powerful things that we can do, and it's interesting, I was just thinking about this. The student came in and she said, Mr. Harris, I feel cracked, and all I could do was just stare at the same glass images. Jesus is always our model, and this is interesting as we just kind of stare at the stained glass, and we obviously can see that there's cracks, but there's something beautiful inside the cracks. This is Jesus in the garden. On the night he would be betrayed, he was carrying every crack of humanity. And Jesus does the one thing, and he models for us, that he goes to pray to the Father. And he's like, God, if there's any other way, but your will be done. I think that is an incredible picture of Jesus' humanity and his divinity. What was Jesus doing? Like, Jesus was bringing the cracks of all mankind to the Father in prayer. And he's saying, listen, if there's any other way, but if there's not another way, I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to surrender, and I'm going to do it. So I want to ask you this morning, what crack in your life do you need to surrender? As we close today, I'm going to ask you to do something. Whatever broken pieces you have in your life, whatever cracked image that you have in your life, I want us to model Jesus. The worship team is going to play. We'll have some lay pastors that are here to come forward, to be ready to pray for you if you need prayer. The altar is going to be open for you to come. What I want you to do is I want you to come to the Father, come to the altar, and I want you to just give him your cracked pieces of glass. Whatever that is. Once you come forward, if you feel comfortable doing so, we have some cracked pieces of glass in this basket. I want you to take one of these. And I want you to put it on your bedside table or somewhere where you're going to look at it every day. And this is what I want you to remember, that cracked images are still image bearers. As your pastor, I would love for every person to come forward and take one of these. Feel free to pray at the altar. We'll have lay pastors here on the side to pray for you. Let's pray. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, it was your blood that punished our cracks. God, give us grace to be vulnerable. Come to the altar, meet with you. Do what only you can do. Heal that area. We pray that in Jesus' name. Amen. The altar is open. those who know they've got it. God, you are the healer. And Jesus, you came from that place. I just want to pray healing in that area right now, in the name of Jesus. And God, man, it's incredible. You came to destroy our shame and our guilt. So, Lord, I just pray that as we leave this place today, we take this piece of cracked glass with us, that it'll be a reminder of your love and your heart for us, and that we no longer have to give into that voice of shame and that voice of guilt and that voice of condemnation. Because even though we're cracked images, we're still image bearers of God. You've called us to do great things. So God, as we leave today, we leave with faith, we leave with hope, and we leave with your love. God, we pray that in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. As we say together, amen, amen. Guys, give three people a big hug. Tell them that you love them. Have a great week.